What's up? What's up? What's up? Of course, this is your man, Dre Mag, coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mag Show. And on this particular episode, I'm going to talk about some of the troubles that Marvel has, especially with the latest allegation. Of course, this we go, but you know what, we're stepping down major. So we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to talk about the problem Marvel has and the way the media is covering a lot of stuff. Of course, this is just allegations. No, I don't really get if it's just an allegation or something like that. I don't really get into pointing any fingers, but I will show y'all what has been going on as far as the media coverage of the allegations versus what we've been seeing over the last 6 months, because I think that is very important to talk about as far as the coverage. And of course, I'm going to go into the latest allegation from another Marvel star, which is Vin Diesel, and just talk about how it's been recepted, especially, like I said, on YouTube by the mainstream media. I want y'all to I just want to point out some of the things that has been going on and show you the hypocrisy of what's been happening. So of course, hopefully you guys are happy, hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant from the Heavy Gant channel. If you watched yesterday's live at the 3:30 live, we had an amazing time with Lauren Van Burke and with Danielle Atherton, aka Danny Does This and That. Danny Does Law. So there's a lot. So shout out to them for coming on to the show. We had an amazing conversation. So I'm back. I'm not even gonna lie, I am tired, boy. Tired. Yesterday was a long, when I say yesterday was a long day, yesterday was a long day. About as long as that damn Rebel Moon movie. And it wasn't exciting until the end. So again, hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Let me see who's in the house. The Shot Flower, what is going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you, my good sir. Torin Rain Reloaded, what is up? Eric the Capo, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Justice Knows what's going on. Welcome. Sissy Majors, good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Want to talk to well, Sissy, you know how to be able to reach me on Instagram. Do want to still get some things worked out with you. Mind Chess, good morning. Terrence Thompson, good morning, my brother. Good morning, everybody who's in the chat. Like I said, we're going to get to a lot of things because I want to get, because I haven't been able to do it. I want to talk about the state of Marvel right now and some of the, just where they're at, where Marvel is at. DC bombed this weekend. Color Purple beat out DC. Let's talk about all of that. You know what I mean? Let's talk about all of that and where this is going and why you will see certain media publication publish a lot of things and why you won't see them publish a lot of things. So we're going to get into that. Yeah, like I said, hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. But the real question is, all right. So let me just go into the latest situation that's been going on. This is with Vin Diesel. And shout out to Kat, because if you go watch Kat's video, Kat has been covering not only Jonathan Major, but she went and started covering what's been going on with Vin Diesel. Of course, Vin Diesel is a Marvel star. He is the voice of Groot, even though he doesn't say nothing but "I am Groot" like 80 times during the movie. You know, unless it has to do with family. He is a Marvel star. Also, of course, the star of the Fast and the Furious franchise. Good morning, aggressive relaxing. No problem, man. I appreciate doing these morning shows. I still haven't heard from Kevin Feige. Those articles were bogus. Oh boy, we still haven't. We haven't heard from them. But TMZ's insiders are very reliable sources. So, you know, we're going to get into that. Horta was accused of sexual assault, but they later found out his ex-girlfriend, the wizard, was basically said her claims are false and not true. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna talk about that. Frankincense. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna talk about that too, because his allegations, because it was coming from Mexico, and a lot of people in the media in Mexico was like, y'all not gonna do any more like that. They came to his aid. You know what I mean? They immediately came to his aid. But it's the difference between how the mainstream media covers certain people and the mainstream media doesn't. Always remember that. So today I got the forehead breathing, got a haircut, got the forehead breathing today. That's what I mean when I got to have this thing shining. You know what I'm saying? Big forehead gang, hashtag forehead gang. Big forehead gang too. Well, let me get to this, because I haven't got to talk about this because I have been covering Jonathan Majors So Tough. Still justice for Jonathan Majors, recast T'Challa. I'm standing on everything for my brothers. But let's get into this with the latest allegation from another Marvel star. Vin Diesel's ex-assistant sues for sexual battery, claims he attacked after a hotel party. Now, I did hear this story. I didn't shout out to Kat because I was listening to Kat's YouTube about this, and I wanted to give this and then kind of give my side about what's going on. So at 4:58 p.m. Pacific time, Vin Diesel's attorney Brian Friedman tells TMZ, "Let me be very clear. Vin Diesel categorically denies this claim in its entirety. This is the first he has ever heard about this more than 13-year-old claim made by a purportedly 9-day employee. This is clear evidence which completely refutes these outlandish allegations. Vin Diesel was facing a lawsuit for allegedly forcing himself on an assistant worker with him during a production of one of the Fast and Furious movies. Asa Jonathan says that she was hired by One Race Films, a production company, to be Vin's assistant while he filmed Fast 5 in Georgia back in 2010. According to the docs obtained by TMZ, Asa says she was at Vin's suite at the St. Regis in Atlanta while he was entertaining multiple women. Let's get to this. She claims when the last woman left, Asa was tasked with ushering Vin out of the hotel to avoid photographers, but instead, she said Diesel forcibly grabbed her, groped her breasts, and kissed her, all while still in the suite. And although she struggled to break free, he allegedly continued forcing himself on her. Jonathan alleges that the assault escalated at Vin's as Diesel lifted up her dress and tried to pull down her underwear before pinning her against the wall and grabbing her hand, placing it on his erect Johnson member. She says Diesel was in his underwear after pulling down his cargo pants. She claims he then pulled down his underwear and started doing the old pocket pull while she was leaning against her, at which one point Johnson says she kept her eyes closed to disassociate and get through the alleged ordeal. She says when he finished, she pulled up his shorts and said, no one can say shite about Asa and left the room. Hours later, Johnson claims Samantha Vincent, Diesel's sister and president of One Race, called her and fired her, saying she no longer needed her help. In the suit, Johnson says she believed that she was fired because she resisted Diesel during the alleged assault. According to the suit, Johnson says she remained silent for so long out of fear of Diesel's power in Hollywood and because of her immigration status as a green card holder. But as she feels empowered too by the Me Too movement, I'm gonna get to this too, because I said this about Jonathan Majors, so I'm gonna get to this. Empowered by the Me Too movement. She also cites California's Speak Out Act, which allows victims to file sexual assault claims for alleged incidents dating back to 2009. She's suing Vin, his sister, in one race film for sexual battery, wrongful termination, and hostile work environment. We reached out to Diesel's rest, but no response. That's actually as of a week ago that this has happened. So I'm gonna drop this because I'm trying to find the response from Diesel's camp from a week ago. Excuse me. So those are the allegations from a 2010 allegation. And I said this, and this came out on December 21st. I said this before. I said, especially with the situation, and I'm not saying she's lying or she's not lying. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that the Me Too movement can cause a lot of situations to come out, of this, especially if it's even if it's an older soccer, which again, if he did do something, and I'm not saying he did or didn't, that's not what I'm saying. I said if he did do something, then victims should come out. Also, these situations are hard for me. And the only reason why these situations are hard for me is because the time gap of it. Now, I'm not saying that, if something happened to you in at that time period, you shouldn't have the right to come out and say something. At the same time, I'm always looking at the time of the termination, was there anything that was said? Was there any backlash then? Did you contact a lawyer to let them know? And did they give you, any information? Yes, it is a green card status and different things like that. But it's always the time. It's so hard when I'm looking at the time frame of everything, and can it be proven in court? Like, that's the thing. Like, Vin Diesel's claim to say that I am totally innocent. I don't know what this person is talking about. This never happened. Could it be held up in court? And that's kind of where that's at. I know somebody brought up Tanaka Horta, and because of who the person was and the time of allegation, the way he jumped on it, and the way the media in Mexico was like, nah, dog. You know what I mean? They kind of got squashed under the water. So I made a video about that. You know what I mean? Just talking about how that the alleged allegations, you're innocent for proven guilty. And again, I'm gonna use that same thing with Vin. You know what I mean? He's innocent to proven guilty. I have no idea, what happened. TMZ just got the report, and it's kind of like it's almost kind of like the P. Diddy thing, with P. Diddy. As soon as the allegations come out, what P. Diddy did was like, nope. How much you want? Let me break that bread. Let me get them figures out to you. So he went ahead and broke that bread. That went that way, and that was the end of that. And I'm kind of wondering, is this going to be the same situation where he's going to settle? If he was to settle, he would have already settled because it's been a week or so since that happened. He said, well, I mean, aggressively relaxing. That was 2010. I mean, I probably got a pair of cargo pants hanging around somewhere. You know what I'm saying? From 2010. 2010 is asking my cargo pants what's happening right now. You know what I mean? What's up? What's going on, Andre Ware? Cornelius Person, what's going on? King is in the house. What's going on? Jairus is in the house. What's going on? Marvin doesn't change their phases for nothing. I don't believe no so-called source. And again, we'll see. The only thing we can do right now is play the waiting game. You know what I mean, Jairus? That's kind of where I'm at right now, is playing the waiting game until I hear something official. And I'm with you until I hear something official, completely official from Marvel, excuse me, or or a movie title is changed, and they come out and say, "This is our new movie. We're going to call this Avengers X-Men versus or the next movie going to be called X-Men versus Avengers." You know what I'm saying? I'm just taking everything with a grain of salt. And again, with Jonathan Majors, he is, actively seeking his appeal right now. So that's kind of where I'm at on that. And let me shut up, because I've already talked about that. But let's talk about this now. Again, to me, there has been the word on the street, with Vin Diesel, especially when it comes to the trade publications and everything, has been, I want to say, minute or silent. As far as that, no, GA, I haven't, and I would love to, and hopefully we could get to that, so we could be able to speak on a couple things. I there's some things that I want to do, but I would get to her. I'm not going to say that what I'm going to do, what I'm going to talk about on here just yet, but I want to speak to her first. But as far as the mainstream media hasn't really said anything about this. Let's go to screen, because I'm again, what's going on? Eric Shaw's in the house. What's going on? My brother Eric Shaw, what is up? So I wanted, because like I said, this is the mainstream media. I haven't heard any big YouTubers or anything, recast Groot, but there was in What If, a different actor for Groot in the What If series. So I'm going to get to this, and let me bring this up. What's going on, Junior Network? What's going on? But let me go to Screen Rant real quick, because this is recent. This is a couple days ago, and you know what? I'm gonna full screen this. Get my forehead off the screen. Let's full screen this real quick. This is coming from Screen Rant. It said Vin Diesel's MCU recasting breaks his streak after this is a recasting. This is just a recasting. He said the Marvel Cinematic Universe have ended Vin Diesel's impressive 15-year performance streak, having voiced Groot in numerous movies and TV series. And this was a couple days ago. And this is an article I read, and I was like, yeah, well, let's see what they're talking about. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe has recast one of its most famous characters, breaking Vin Diesel's long-running performance streak as Groot. Groot has appeared numerous times throughout the MCU timeline. It quickly became a favorite with audiences, and it took several performances to bring Groot to life in the MCU. But Vin Diesel's booming voice is the most famous contribution. However, after Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's unclear whether Groot or Diesel will be a part of MCU's future. The movie served as the final in James Gunn's trilogy. It resolved many outstanding stories, though it did leave the door open for future installments. Vin Diesel's voiced Groot in each of James Gunn's 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, plus the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, despite the character's drastic age changes throughout. Diesel also reprised a role for Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Thor Love and Thunder. Groot proved so popular they even earned a solo Disney series of an animated short titled I Am Groot, in which Diesel also starred as Baby Groot. In all, Diesel has played the beloved character for 15 years. The streak was broken, however, with the second season of What If. It's the Disney Plus series of What If adapts to the Marvel comic series of the same name, posing hypothetical universes narratives that explore how the MCU could unfold. Differently, Groot appeared in What If Season 2, Episode 1, and What If Nebula joined the Nova Corps. In the episode, Groot and Korg are working for Howard the Duck at a casino where Nebula is enlisted to stop Nova Prime. Despite Diesel's impressive performance streak, the character was recast, and Groot was played instead by Fred. I think it's Tata Score. Interestingly, Tata Score voiced Drax the Destroyer in What If Season 1 after Dave Bautista did not return to voice his character. This might explain why Diesel didn't voice Groot, and Tata Score, I think, Tata Skyer, I can't pronounce that, I'm not even gonna lie, was already employed by the series. He would have been subsequently cheaper to retain than Diesel. In a lot of, there were some outlets that were saying that maybe because of the allegations, that's the reason why Vin Diesel didn't return. But we have to understand that What If season 2 already was voiced a long time ago, way before the situation uh with Vin Diesel. So we have to keep that in mind. So I never thought that, oh yeah, that's the reason why he didn't return. I want you to notice something. I want you to notice something. And this is just talking about why Marvel actors, and again, to be able to retain like Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. didn't voice anything of What If. Scarlett Johansson didn't voice anything from with it, in What If. There's other characters that did not voice a lot of their characters in What If. And the reason why is because they're expensive. To get Robert Downey Jr. to voice something is going to be expensive. And you're right, aggressive relaxer. Jay Spader did not return as Ultron in the Disney series, even though What If Ultron got the Infinity Stones, and that was all. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the best. That was one of the best things that happened in Marvel. Period. With that, but I want you to notice something. Just as note, the way that Mayday is treating the Vince situation compared to Jonathan Major. All I'm saying is, let me take myself off screen. Did y'all notice the screen rant didn't say anything about his allegations and what is going on and the state of Marvel throughout the allegations? The screen rant, right? No one said, hey, this is why, and again, this is why I believe it's not the Me Too movement or anything like that, but I do believe that the Me Too movement can be problematic in the way certain people are handled in the media. I'm just pointing it out. Now, throughout that whole thing, though, I thought that whole conversation that they had as far as Vin Diesel and where he's coming through, where he's coming from and everything. You didn't see anything about protecting the women. My man Marcus, what's going on, bro? What's going on? Piece of chat just for Jonathan Majors. Exactly. I'm pointing something out to you guys. I want you really to see what the mainstream media does, right? Because in certain instances, they will come out and say, well, at this time, this is the ongoing thing with so and so actor. They will bring up so and so actors, especially if it's allegations, if it's different things like that. There is I want to say this again, there's no mention of said allegations, and that was a couple of days ago. Now, mind you, What If came out a couple of days before Christmas, right? But there was no mention of the allegations, because the allegation came out the 21st, but in the publication, no mention of said allegations. Now, I'm not saying, and again, it's not the fact of guilt or innocent. It's the way that it is being portrayed is all I'm bringing out. Now, is Vin Diesel a big wig in Hollywood? Does he have pull? Absolutely. If you don't think Vin Diesel has some pull, why do you think they made the Rock the Rock and Jason Statham had their own type of movie? You know what I'm saying? Throughout the with the Fast and the Furious franchise. So don't get it twisted. He has pull in Hollywood. At the same time, you don't see anything about the Marvel star being in trouble. The Marvel star have to go through this. Marvel has to think about recasting, all of that. You don't hear any. You don't see any of this. As a matter of fact, the latest. I mean, besides the Maryland Daily Record, that's talking about this. The big trades. You don't see Cheyenne. I'm waiting for Cheyenne Roundtree. Matter of fact, tag her in. If you're on X, Tag her in this video. Cheyenne Roundtree, where is the article about Vin Diesel? Because we're supposed to be in a Me Too. We're supposed to be in a Protect All Women. Where is the video? You know what I'm saying? About what's going on in his history and how other women can come forward. That's what I'm talking about. Where I'm getting at is that if you're going to be all in on Me Too, be all in on Me Too or shut the flub up. I'm not trying to cuss. Shut the flub up. This is the reason why, is because if we're going to go into this, let me put my glasses on. Because I got to get serious. I think I look serious when I got my glasses on. I don't need my glasses, honestly. It's not dark and I'm not driving. But let me say something real quick. If we're going to be on Protect Women, Protect All Women, then where is Cheyenne Roundtree's article at? Where is the Hollywood Reporter's where's the Hollywood Reporter's article at? Where is Vanity Fair's article at that's current right now? I'm talking about current. Matter of fact, I'm going to put in so you guys can see for yourself. All I'm saying is fair. But again, this is what we have to deal with. This is what we have to deal with. Of course, you know, Vanity Fair, they posted the article. They posted the article 6 days ago. But where is the current video? Or matter of fact, where's the current video? Where's the current? I want to show y'all better than I could tell y'all. Because I'm again, I'm not saying guilt or innocent. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Vin Diesel was a horrible human being and something needs to happen or whatever. I'm looking at purely the way the coverage is, right? Just how they cover it. So, again, what I'm looking for, this is just do YouTube, and normally the big YouTubers, you know, they'll be on this here, but I'm looking. God, you know what I don't see within the first 6 days, or all these big, you know, this is CNN, you know, AP, ABC, you know, USA Today. You know who I don't see? The other big YouTubers. Let me keep going. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I need to go to the second one. Maybe I need to go, you know, let's keep going. You know, big YouTubers, you know, Fresh and Fit, but I don't, there's nothing Fresh and Fit could ever say that I won't jump down their skin. You know what I mean? I got a big problem with Fresh and Fit. I don't fool with them. You know, flood Fresh and Fit. Yeah, I said it. I don't care nothing about them. Anyway, but I'm just looking for the other big YouTubers. Y'all know who I'm talking. Y'all know who the big YouTubers are. You know, where are they at? Where are they at? I mean, Geeks and Gamers said anything, you know, but you know, they have their own thing. You know, I don't really get into them. I don't watch them, but oh, you know what I don't see? I don't see the other big YouTubers. I swear that that Vin Diesel was at least part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I thought, that, at any time, Vin Diesel could come back as Groot, because everybody loves Groot. I love Groot. Baby Groot, love Groot. But I don't see anything from the big trades. Let's see, Vanity Fair. Yeah, that was 7 days ago. That's just talking about the allegations. Let's talk about the allegation. It's still Vanity Fair. Is that the same article? Yeah, it's the same article. Just repeat. Repeat. Deadline. Yeah, they're gonna say what's going on. People. They're gonna say anything, but are they gonna say? Let's go in and see what People magazine. Remember, just want to see what. We said Vin Diesel's categorically denies former assistants outlandish. You see how they got you see former assistants outlandish? How you see how that's big? Allegations. You know what I'm saying? It's outlandish. It's flabbergasted. Is poppycock. What is going on? I want to show you something. Just want to show you something. How the media portrays. Oh, no search results for him in here. No search results. Let me do this. Give me just a second. Is they gonna say that his alleged victim, was it outlandish? I'm showing y'all in real time. Just showing y'all in real time. I want to go back, way back in the time. Hold up, wait a minute, hold up. I want to share this real quick. Wait a minute. Rolling Stone. You got people that went all the way back to Yale. Let me see. Oh, well, that came out. Let me see. Fast and Rising Star. Here's what we know. Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to find something here. Do you see anything about do you see anything that's from Extra? NPR. NPR is normally, I don't have no problem with NPR. The Insider, the most reputable source on here. But what I'm saying is, do you see anything that says that his victim was outlandish about what he says? Wait a minute. Variety magazine. This is April. Let me show you. I want to show you something, y'all. Variety magazine. This was April 19th. This was the alleged situation happened March 25th. By April 19th, Jonathan Majors issue worsens is more alleged. They got more. Now, we can wait. Again, I'm always about waiting. Play a waiting game. You know what I mean? But I don't see, anybody calling his alleged victim outlandish. I don't even see. Oh, Dre Mack is on there. Yeah, well, yeah, Dre Mack is on there. That's funny. Look at old Dre Mack, on the Googles. And hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see what USA. This was 4 days after. Let's just look. I'm just showing y'all how easily this could change. This is from Hannah Yasharov. Jonathan Majors' arrest is developing story. People are jumping to conclusions anyway. Let's see. Jonathan Majors' arrest is still a developing story, but that hasn't stopped the internet from jumping to conclusions. Jonathan Majors, I just want to read this. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. I just want to make sure that I'm not. Majors, a 33-year-old Creed 3 star and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania star, was arrested over the weekend after an alleged domestic violence incident with a 30-year-old woman. The public response has been swift and severe. Do you see that? You see what she said? The public response has been swift and severe. Tweets, comments, and reactions were divided into two opposing camps, both presenting problematic all or nothing thinking. There were those who were pointing the finger at the alleged victim, quickly attempting to discredit a woman who claimed to be the victim of domestic abuse, and those who are labeling Jonathan Majors guilty, regardless of the murky details and the fact that black men historically face more frequent and harsher punishment than their white counterparts. Shout out to her for pointing that out. Shout out to her for pointing that out. Now, did you see something here? Alleged abuse from 13 years ago, outlandish by the publication. Jonathan Majors, allegation, swift and severe. Right? Y'all catching? Are y'all catching that? Are y'all catching that? Put one in the chat. If you're catching this, put two in the chat. Like, explain it more, because maybe I'm not being clear on the way the coverage is, or the way people are come to this. Linda Cherry from Stockholm, Sweden, 68 years. Thank you so very much for checking out my channel, Linda. I really appreciate you. Thank you so very much. He said, damn, it's like all these stories women are brought up for years. that were ignored. Me too. Hashtag me too. Right? Now, again, put one in the chat if, you catch what I'm saying. Put two in the chat where you're like, I don't understand where you coming from. I need a little bit more information. Maybe you're jumping to conclusions. Maybe the public trace haven't got to it yet. But did you see the way that even she explains it? Public. Let me highlight. Let me highlight this part. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I need my tinfoil hat. But this line is very important. The public response has been swift and severe. Tweets, comments, and reactions were divided into two, opposing camps. Now, mind you, the alleged incident happened March 25th. Now, of course, we've all seen it now. We've all seen it. We know what happened. 70-man Helmsley III, a.k.a. the Grace Jabbery. We all know what happened. Now we've seen it. Now we know the Jonathan Majors got the raw end of the deal. We know he wasn't the aggressor. We know he got chased from Flatbush to Atlantic all the way down to Lafayette Street. And then after he kept going, she kept chasing him like a horror movie villain. So we all know that now, right? We know that now. But at the time of the allegations, the public response had been swift and severe. Tweets, comments, and reactions were divided into two opposing camps, both presented problematic, all or nothing thinking. There were those who pointed the finger at the alleged victim, quickly attempting to discredit a woman claimed to be a victim of DV, and those who labeled Majors as guilty, regardless of the murky details and the fact that Black men historically face more frequent and harsher punishment than their white counterparts. But somebody said, well, if you remember when the lawyer came out and said there is a racial component to this, someone, a YouTuber, said, no, if you got all the information, why do you have to bring out the race card? If you got the information, if you know what's going on, if you got all your ducks in a row, why are you playing the race card? And my response to that is bullshit. The race component does matter, especially when you're white, a Black man dating a white woman, especially in the eyes of the law. If that was Megan Good, we wouldn't be here now. Well, according to the way that Alvin Bragg wants to use this as political points, because Kevin Porter Jr.'s alleged victim is a Black woman. And if you don't know, go watch Laura Van Burt's or Roland Martin's exclusive interview with Kevin Porter Jr.'s alleged victim. You cannot prove the race component. Well, I can prove this. I can prove this. That historically, throughout the history of the United States, that Black people in America has been proportionally disenfranchised, especially when it comes to policing. 53% of the exonerated in the exonerated program comes from Black people with false allegations. That is a proven fact. There's a race component. 70% of Black males, even though we're 13% of the population and 13.6% of the population that's Black, and 6% of those are Black males. 70% of all jails are occupied by who? Black men. So there is a racial component when it comes to policing in America. Again, Philando Castile, George Floyd, and Austin Sterling, Mike Brown, the list goes on and on and on and on and on, died by the hands of police in this land. But a white, mass shooter could go free and get his day in court. So if there's not a racial component, then maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe, disproportionately. You know what I meant. It's early in the morning. Sometimes I mess up on words, but you know what the hell I meant, though. You know what I meant. So again, historically, this has been done. Hell, the lady that made this article knows the deal. But let's keep going. Where's my mark? Okay, I'm way over here. All right. We don't have all the answers to what happened, but the instant to pick up a person to vilify says a lot about the state of our culture, experts say. What happens when people rush to blame the alleged victim? So let's go to this. Why people blame the alleged victim? Those with expertise in trauma and domestic violence know that when people choose to weigh in with opinions about alleged abusers, be it positive or negative, before expressing care for the alleged victim in a situation like this, it perpetuates ideas to the rest of the world about who is more important. Be mindful that Jonathan Majors isn't reading your tweets, tweeted Darius A. Green, who has a PhD in counselor education. Folks who have survived or experienced abuse are as well as folks who have abused or abused others. Those are folks you are communicating to. Intimate partner violence, which can be physical, sexual, emotional, or economic, is a public health problem that affects millions of people in the United States each year. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, about 1 in 4 women and nearly 1 in 10 men have experienced some form of intimate partner violence. And we have all seen that Jonathan Majors, that's what he has faced. He was the victim. He had the scratches, he had the marks, from his face. It looked like an alleged attack. He got chased by a person who said that they did it. So we all know that this is what happens, right? Psychologists say many people do not want to believe someone who has qualities that they admire could be capable of harm. Think back to the way people quickly sided with Johnny Depp in his defamation trial against Amber Heard, making memes, videos, and mockery of her testimony. When you already want to believe something, you need less evidence to keep believing it, and you are more willing to accept any evidence that is in the favor of it without thinking more deeply about it. David Pizzario, a professor in the Department of Psychology at Cornell West University, who studied how biases affect moral judgment, previously told USA Today. When you're presented with the information that goes contrary to what you believe, then you actually start thinking more deeply about it in the order of the counter argue. Now, can we say this? Can we say that the Rolling Stones article that was produced by Cheyenne Roundtree had a lot of biasness on it, and how the media can portray the biasness of the actual public and make more harm than good without actually having the size? Remember, the Rolling Stones article said that 40 alleged victims going back to high school came up and said, yes, there is a problem with Jonathan Majors. He's this, that, and the other, and you got all of this stuff, but none of the alleged have any, didn't put their name on it, didn't say, hey, my name is Joanne, and yes, I got a purple nurple in the 6th grade from Jonathan Majors. Oh, where he was at Yale, he was a problem. Again, I said Jonathan Majors is probably 0.6 of the graduating class of masters at Yale University. There's not a lot of black people. Yale is not an HBCU. So there's not a lot of black people going to Yale, right? So how is he a problem when he's literally the minority of the minority there? If he was so much a problem, he wouldn't have went through Yale. That's an Ivy League school. He would have been booted. He would have been at DeVry University, where they're serious about success. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? So with that being said, the media plays into it also, because if you want somebody vilified, the best way to do it is in publication. J. Jonah Jameson is the prime example of a news editor who wants to make, if you don't want to be famous, I will make you infamous. I will come up with so many things because the headlines and the way it's portrayed in the media is greater than the actual facts, the actual facts of the story. You know what I mean? That's what happens, right? But then again, big facts. Let's do this, big facts, because I already know what you're doing. So go back to those text messages, right? Are those text messages or the full contacts? Big facts, answer the question for me. Are those text messages from September of 2022 in full context? Because Counter that with the full context of text messages that happened, because I don't give a shit about what happened September of 2022, because those are redacted text messages that doesn't have the full context, because I know you don't know the full context of that either. So let me ask you this, big facts. Since you got big facts, when you have a situation like that, when you're reading text messages and they're out of context, do you get the full story of what happened? And two, what about the night that the alleged attack supposedly happened, when the alleged victim called this man 30 some odd times and threatened to delete herself off the timeline also? That's the reason why he made the wellness call, because obviously if he felt that way, it wasn't the first time that she did that. So let's go and go back to those text messages that's in full context, where she said she threatened herself, delete herself out the timeline, and that's why he made the wellness call that led to an improper arrest. Go ahead and tell me what's going on with that, and y'all handle them in the comment section. Robin, what's going on? Robin D is in here. Matter of fact, Robin D, let me do this. Give me just a second. Because I wanted to get that out for you. But y'all know what to do in the comment section. Marty Ma, what's going on? Yike people denying racism are in discuss, are discussing, and blacks denying the obvious or mentally ill. I'm done trying to explain shit to these people. You know what? I already know what people coming for. But then again, if you can't answer the simplest question, if you can't ask the simplest question, what about the night of question? I don't care what happened in September 22. And because we don't have the full context, I really don't give a shit about what happened in September 2022. Because again, she made it seem like that this was a series of events going on. And because it's so far out of context that we can't get the full situation, I don't care. Until I get the full context, I don't care. But what I do care about is the day that happened. That girl called him 32 times. She threatened to delete herself out the timeline. He called the police and he was arrested. Now, let me ask you a question. If he felt that much about what she said, was that the first time? What if he was mimicking what she said? Maybe that wasn't the first time she threatened to delete herself out the timeline. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he had so much care, and he was reiterating what she said. Because if we can look at, we can take it and give our own perspective. That doesn't make it right. You know what I mean? So let me go back to the article. Little to no facts. I'm not tripping about that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always going to be a little to no facts in here. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be big fact lists. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's always going to be a big fat list in here. But I don't trip up for that. But let's continue to understand deeper about what's going on. There are important parts of Jonathan Major's arrest we can't ignore, experts say. Now that we know the full details, let's see what she says in here, because it's starting to become a really great article. Conversely, because Major hasn't been proven guilty, experts say the public should exercise caution in painting him as the bad guy. Again, with Vin Diesel's situation, I don't know if he did or didn't. So I'm not going to say he's guilty or innocent, or we need to protect all women. Again, I told you, I don't believe all women. I don't believe the factless. You know what I'm saying? Little facts or any of that. I don't believe none of that. I don't believe all men. What I believe is the facts. And if the facts come out, then that's when I would do here. So I don't know what happened. What I do know is the media coverage and what I could prove about how the media covered, or how the media immediately turned their back on Jonathan Majors, especially people that look like me. So I got to go there. People who look like me went down Jonathan Majors' throat, especially when they found out she was a white woman. You know what I mean? Especially when they found out she was a white woman. I was on the Shade Room when they was talking about Jonathan Majors and you at that time, and the way that everybody's covering. I went to Comedy Hype. Yeah, I'm sorry. Those are one. I went to Comedy Hype and how they covered everything. You know what I mean? So yes, people that look like me, people who got YouTube channels that look like me, jumped down this person's throat. They was like, they're so disappointed in Jonathan Majors, and how could he do this? And he was a big rising star. He threw away his career. Damn it, people are still doing that now. People are still doing that right now, even though there's a litany of evidence that girl basically was chasing him like Jason Voorhees at Crystal Lake. We've seen it now, and they're still doing the same thing. They're still jumping down this man's throat, and we know because they look like me. They said that, oh, well, if he's so innocent and there's all this rhetoric, and if he did this, and if he was to do that, and yada, 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 and all of this, they're still destroying this man to this day. To this day. But then the other people slide. I mean, they're skating and ain't nobody got no problems. And then again, I'm not blaming humans on Twitter for doing human shit. Let me because I'm gonna get back on put the article, but I want to get back on the screen real quick. Because I don't blame humans for doing human shit, because that's what we do as humans. And this is what this article is starting to give me a little bit more understanding. Humans are going to have an opinion no matter what. Somebody right now in the chat hates my guts. But based on their opinion, does it make it fact? Little to no facts, big facts, small facts, medium-sized facts? No. Do I give a shit? No. I don't. At the same time, people are going to have opinions. But where the problem lies is when those opinions are shaped by the mainstream media and how they twist and argue. Remember, the one that I just showed you for people called the alleged victim outlandish. These are outlandish. This is poppycock. This is rubbish. Right? This is just from a media standpoint. That's all I'm saying. And then even though you got evidence after evidence of what happened March 25th, 2023, the alleged victim was still called a victim. Even though she chased this man, went to the club, kicked it, all of that. Victim. That's what she called him. That's what the publication called him, her a victim. Well, she was so much of a victim. Why is she chasing the man down Lenox Avenue? Why is she chasing the man like how old girl on the Boondocks was chasing the pimp named Slickback? You see what I mean? So when you have all the evidence, right? When you have all the evidence, I'm not worried about dude now. I'm not worried about it. And then, if Gray is in here and my girl Robin D, hey, y'all feel he's doing too much? Y'all know where to do. All you got to do is click them three dots. If he's acting a fool, y'all don't like it. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. You know what I mean? But my thing is this. The way the media portrays it plays a big factor in this. This is why, you know what I'm saying? And this is true. This is very true. So let me get back to the article real quick, because this stuff is very important to know. That's why I didn't jump in conclusions with Vin Diesel. I didn't jump. Now again, the way that everybody is I'm just pointing out the way it's handled in the media. I don't know. The father from Miss Marvel, he got some real horrible allegations. I didn't say he was guilty. I didn't say it was innocent. It's just the way that people are portraying it. Again, Jeremy Renner, the way it's portrayed in media, because it seemed like they got more grace than they do than your average black actor. So that's the problem that I see. Let's keep going. Keep going real quick. Hold on. Golly, where's my marker? Oh, I'm still over here. Okay. Conversely, because Majors hasn't been proven guilty, experts say the public should exercise caution and paint him as the bad guy, especially because black men. Hold on, wait a minute. I thought race. Wait a minute. What about race? I thought race doesn't play a factor. You can't prove race, but But especially because black men tend to face more swifter consequences for alleged actions than their white counterparts. Wait a minute, this is written by a white woman. Wait a minute, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? Are you telling me that black men tend to face more swift consequences for their alleged actions than their white counterpart? I swear to God, I didn't think race played a factor. What do you mean? I didn't think I am today years old. I am shocked. Hold on, wait a minute. I am shocked. Let me just remove this real quick. I am shocked that a white woman would say that black men tend to face more swift consequences than their alleged action than their white counterpart. What do you mean? Are you telling me Jeremy Renner, didn't face swift consequences or didn't say that he need to be, make sure you get the likes up. You're telling me that Jeremy Renner, who was alleged to say that he was going to delete himself and his wife from the timeline because she wouldn't let him see his daughter. You telling me that he got a different treatment than Jonathan Majors? Are you telling me that the alleged information that came out didn't say that he needs to be removed from the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Are you telling me because of his race, Jeremy Renner's race, that none of the big YouTube channels come out and say, with these alleged allegations, just too much. Marvel needs to do something quick, swift, in a hurry? Are you telling me that race didn't play a factor with Jeremy Renner, but it did with Jonathan Majors? Is that what we're saying? I am shocked that Jeremy Renner got a different outcome because of what he went through, the Jonathan Majors, and it was all alleged at the time. The man lost his job, lost upcoming deals. They shelved his movie Magazine Dreams. But you're telling me, you know what I mean? You're telling me that Jonathan Majors got treated differently. I'm sorry, dog. Oh, no, not you. There we go. Just you doing too much, dog. You getting the timeout. In the timeout. Because I'm tired of seeing. Because I was tired of seeing little facts. So I had to put him in timeout for a little bit. Because you just going now, you just spamming and doing stuff. So you're telling me that the Variety article that came out, it said in April that they already was going to make changes. But I thought that we were all equal. We didn't see race, according to certain people. But according to this article, they came out 4 days afterwards. And I'm gonna give her props where props is due. Black male, when I tell you she's cooking, I'm gonna let her cook. She's Chef Boyardee in this mother lover right now. Look at her. Black male offenders. I thought, wait a minute. Little to no facts just said that there's no racism and none of this and what's going on in America. You can't prove. Who said that we can't prove racism in America? We can't prove it. It can't be proven. But it says black male offenders on average receive sentences 19.1 longer than their white male offenders in similar cases, according to a 2017 study from the U.S. Sentencing Commission. And anecdotally, many feel that the same can be said for social repercussions in situations like this. So you're telling me, wait a minute. Are you telling me that if your skin is white, you get treated differently here in America? That you might have a lesser sentence than your darker Negro counterpart? Is that what you're saying? Are you seeing this? Am I reading this right? Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on, wait a minute. When you make comparison of people in similar situation, white men have nowhere near the amount of public criticism as Jonathan Majors has gone through, says celebrity therapist and mental health expert Jeff Rocker. White males are given the benefit of doubt. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. What did I just read, y'all? Are you saying is a professional celebrity therapist and mental health expert saying that, when you make comparisons of people in similar situations, white men have nowhere near the amount of public criticism as Jonathan Majors has gone through, says celebrity therapist, mental health expert Jeff Rocker? White males are given the benefit of the doubt. Is it because Vin Diesel's skin is light, bright, and damn near white? The reason why he's getting a pass in this situation from alleged abuse or alleged abuse, it goes back 13 years. But Bill Cosby, who had alleged victims, they went back to the goddamn 70s, got a different treatment than Vin Diesel is right now. Is that what we saying? Let's throw Bill Cosby out of there. Let's throw Bill Cosby. Let's set him aside. Let's set Bill Cosby aside. Are you saying that black men who in this country get a sentence that's 19.1% longer than their white male counterpart? Remember, Dana White is on camera pimp slapping the mess out of his wife. Not a girlfriend. No. His wife. And you're telling me that Jonathan Majors, after 4 days after this article was published, got more public scrutiny than Dana White after pimp slapping his wife? You telling me am I tripping? Is what did Ice Cube say on Bootlegs and B-Sides? That my skin is my sin, my SKIN is my SIN? That was 93. Ice Cube didn't know what he was talking about. That was 93. It was a different climate. It was before the Million Man March. Rodney King. Oh, wait a minute. If I bring up Rodney King, that means the men who beat him on camera, wasn't they exonerated for that? Wasn't, Jonathan Majors, who Sergeant Hanson, which we seen the video of this, you're telling me he got away scot-free for coercing the alleged victim, saying that he choked her? Or what if we just drop that strangulation? No harm, no foul, right? No harm, no foul. You know what? That was a defamation case. Little to no facts. If you didn't know that, matter of fact, I'm you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I put you in timeout, but clearly you came here to troll. So this is what we do with trollers. That's what we do with trollers. Buy little to no facts, because this is what you came here for. So I'm gonna give you what you want. So all I'm saying is, and this article is coming. Now, I wasn't expecting this from this article, but this article is coming with more heat than a lava pit. Let's keep reading, because I want to keep reading. As more developments unfold, all eyes will be on the existing Hollywood projects Majors attached to. The Army immediately pulled a planned ad campaign starring Majors. Now, remind you, that was 4 days after this article. Matter of fact, where am I at? Let me see. This article came out. Let me see if the date is on here. March 29th, 2023, and the Army was already like, nah, I'm good, son. I do need, you know what? I do need a you know what? I got one in the cooker. I'm gonna do it. I got one next time. Skid. I got one that's perfect, and you will love it. You will love it. As soon as I kick people out the chat, you will know exactly what it is. So Now, mind you, this was March 29th. The arrest happened March 25th. It says, as more developments unfold, all eyes, you know, will be on the existing Hollywood projects Majors is attached to. The Army immediately pulled a planned ad campaign starring Majors, but the actor also was slated for appearances in in future Marvel films, and we all know how that happened. And will star in this winter in a bodybuilding drama, Magazine Dreams, which garnered buzz out of the Sundance Film Festival, and we all know what's going on, right? Oh, I didn't see you, Derek Dynasty. I didn't see. And again, it's hard. I'm gonna just tell you like this. It's hard for me to get the stuff on Twitter because I don't get my stuff doesn't come through Twitter. You have to hit me up on IG. But don't even trip. I got you. I got you. You are in there like swimwear now. You are in there like swimwear now. But I won't say Bill Cosby. Again, we're talking about just alleged victims, right? In money is all I'm gonna say. And I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there because there were celebrities that was coming out. You know what I'm saying? You know, they couldn't wait to jump on the Hey Bill Cosby train too. But I'm not gonna go there. That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day, and I don't even want to talk about that one. But let's get back to this. Let's get back to what's going on. Oh, is they gonna bring up the Flash? Wait a minute. Hold up. I know that they got a picture of Ezra Miller on here. Ezra Miller was star in the Flash despite a stir of abuse allegations. You playing with me. You're playing with me. Some on social media, but I don't. Did Ezra Miller get anything dropped? Oh no, he was still in Fantastic Beasts. He was still, in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. No, Ezra Miller was still in the Flash. Some on social media have argued that Majors losing the Army campaign proves a double standard in the industry. Ezra Miller, Ezra Miller, what? Has faced a string of abuse allegations and legal woes over the last year, but still is slated to star in a particular role in Warner Brothers' The Flash this summer. Ultimately, those participating in online discourse about the case needs to consider the messaging they're putting into the world. Online reaction can often work to the future harm. Deborah J. Bagans, former president and CEO of the National Network to End Domestic Violence, previously told USA Today. From the headlines to the memes to the hashtags, these messages are perpetuating stigma, operating to further isolate and silence survivors. Bagans said, it is not just the survivors who are listening, perpetrators are also listening. And see, my biggest thing is that it's always been a problem with me that there's real victims out here. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Let me get on camera real quick, and then I'm gonna finish this up because this article is proving my point. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. My mom is a survivor of DV, and my mom almost lost her life and was stabbed 7 times by her attacker. So I could really go real hard with victims. You see what I mean? And I do for real victims. I don't do the whiners, the one who the ones that be saying like, I don't do the ones who cry wolf. The ones who cry wolf do not get no sympathy for me at all. You don't give a shit about them, and I'm dead serious. And it could be taken as wrong, rude, or crude, but my mama laying in that hospital gave me a whole totally different perspective than that. So for the real victims, I'm standing up for them. 100, I'm 10 toes down plus cement shoes for them. But the ones who cry wolf, I got no sympathy for you. None whatsoever. Because you make it bad. You make it horrible for the ones who's really going through this mess. The ones that really got the ones who's getting their ass whooped. Chad Wheeler's girlfriend did not get the same sympathy that the Grace Jabbery got. And Chad Wheeler's a former offensive lineman for the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Beat the brakes off of his ex. I did not see that same sympathy. Where's all the people in the same sympathy for her that they did with Grace Jabbery? That's who I stand up for. The women who really been through some shit. When you go down to one of these, when you go to these battered women shelters, and the women who's really getting beaten, battered, and bruised, and their voices not being told, where is the Me Too movement for them? Where is the Me Too movement for them? Where is the ones who so feminist and so super about, protecting women? Where are they at those battered women shelters? Where is the march and the movement and all of that for them? Where's the feminist movement at? See, that's where I'm drawing the line at. It ain't got nothing to do. I don't get into the alleged victims or wherever. I want the truth. Where's the facts at? Where's the facts at? And women, I'm going to tell you off tops, that same energy, you can't be putting your hands on no man. Because that same energy I got for the victim, for the women's victims, I got the same thing that men, the ones that men are going through. That think it's cool to put your hands on a man and then want to sit there and play victim when he defends himself. Damn that too. We not playing that either. That's the kind of smoke that I got. Because I'm not just, again, that's why I said from the jump, I don't do to believe all women. I don't do believe all men. I'm coming for just facts. And there are men that get attacked by their women a lot. And they don't say nothing. For whatever rhyme, reason, or whatever. That's why, but that's the smoke that I got. That's the smoke that I got. So if these women are these feminists, super feminists, that, again, the super feminist is not jumping down Vin Diesel's throat. Maybe because his skin gives them that clarity, or Jeremy Renner, or countless of other people, because they get the benefit of the doubt. Well, maybe, but Jonathan Majors always, I'm talking about 4 days later, lost the Army deal. A week after that, his PR team and management team dropped him. You didn't hear the same thing about any of the white counterparts in Hollywood. You didn't see the major trades come out in full force to tell these people that they need to dump their star for their next movie. Jeremy Renner did plenty of other movies after that. Ezra Miller went on to do The Flash. Mental health, though, right? He needs help. But what about Jonathan Majors? He went through a hell of an ordeal. Do you not? If I went through this and I knew that I was innocent and I claimed my innocence, and by some rhyme or reason, a black man named District Attorney Alvin Braggs decided that, my claims is not good enough, I'm not a victim. So what they did, they just said, hey, you be all right. Gee, black men go through this all the time. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. And it's not surprising. But the reason why I have this energy, honestly, is because there is a double standard. And I'm sorry, I'm going to stand with my black people. I'm black. Do you think I'm not going to stand with y'all? And why it's so harmful that Marvel or whoever, these people have done what they've done, because that sets a presence. Why you think, and this also is a counterpoint to this. Why you think black celebrities didn't go out in droves and try to stand next to Jonathan Majors? It's not a coincidence. because they don't have the same. They not the same. They not allowed the same, comfort or comfortability or assurance in Hollywood. Again, if they would have stood in lockstep, because you can't shut down everybody. But when nobody says nothing, or at least just say, man, the character of the man is good. You don't got to say he's good. You don't have to say he's bad. It's just his character. The guy's a good natured dude. This guy is this, that, and the other. Hopefully he gets through this ordeal. We'll see at the end. I mean, shout out to Anthony Mackie. This is what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and finish this in Forbes did tell that. Baby girl PF, you're right. But let me get back to this article so I could go ahead and wrap it up. All right. Take your time before you judge people, Rocker said. Don't do it prematurely without knowing all the details. More on Jonathan Major celebrity accusation and abuse. And this is the end of the article, which, okay, we was at the end. Aaliyah E. Destager. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But, okay, that was the end of the article. I was already done. Let me stop that. But see, again, this is exactly it. And then Big Facts is what you see. Big Facts was a prime example of what you see the effects of the media does. Because you come in here, you're all riled up, and you think you know it all, and you have little to no facts. But again, I could come in here and just show you, the article after article after article about who can replace Jonathan Majors in the MCU and all of this and the video after videos. And when I'm talking about the YouTubers, I just want to show y'all this one last thing and then I'm done. You can literally Google it. Our good buddy Eric Kane. Eric Kane did not want to smoke with me. Eric Kane completely blocked me on Twitter because he did not want that smoke. Because because look. E-Man, why Marvel should not recast Jonathan Majors Kane yet? Everything always. Emergency awesome. IGN, a comic book to cast. Eric Kane. Again, like I said, Eric Kane didn't want that smoke with me. Screen Crush. I've already said what I said to them. But do you see the same thing? Did you see any of the articles against Vin Diesel? Did you see any of the YouTubers come out and say Vin Diesel has an issue and we need to get this stuff together? He needs to be out the Fast and the Furious franchise to we found out these allegations. Did you see him getting dropped by anything? Did you see anything? Robin, thank you so very much. And she's a new admin. Derek, you a new admin. So praying that Black actors come out in a united front to support Jonathan Majors. And I appreciate the $4.99 super chat. And I thank you. But you know what? I didn't get because I was in my bag. To Marty Ma and Robin, let me just play this for y'all. Hold up.
Now you're looking at the world's richest man, and I'm black.
Every time I see that, that's funny. But so, it is again, I can't say it enough that we are treated differently. And anybody can come into the comment section and troll, but you proves our point that we're treated different. You can come in here and not see that Black people are treated totally different in the land because remember, they used to consider us property. So we're treated totally different in this country. And it's proven over and over and over again. So that's why I said, you got to be mindful of me. Be mindful of me. Be mindful of YouTubers that come out. Well, one thing I'm gonna tell you is the truth. One thing I won't do is lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. And again, this just is another point and another proven statement that we are treated differently in this country. And shout out to that article from people. Now, was that people? No, that wasn't people. That was the USA Today. I lost the article. I clicked off the article. But shout out to that article. But again, you have to be careful about, be mindful of how these YouTubers, even their covers, some of them, are on the fence. Again, I don't know if Vin did it or not. I'm not about to even go there as far as guilt or innocence. I'm just showing you the hypocrisy that happens. That's all I'm doing. It's just hypocrisy. And again, this is why I cover, and for y'all that are new to this channel, I cover Marvel news, I cover DC news, comic book movies, comic book movies, you know what I'm saying? Comic books. That's what I do on this channel. But I also, if I see something that stank and it's a big pile of monkey crap, I'm going to tell you it's a big pile of monkey crap too. Now I'm going to show that out to you. So the next video that I'm working on is going to be Black Panther #7. If you've seen my recap of Black Panther #6, because I still, and this is the thing, I know people's like, oh, we boycott Marvel, boycott Marvel. I feel that. At the same time, I'm still heavy recast T'Challa, because again, they got rid of the #1 black comic book hero in Marvel. I didn't say that Marvel did, but I know that that's true. You know what I mean? So we're, me, Chillmonger, and other YouTubers in our circle still cover the Black Panther comic, because it's very important for y'all to know that we're going to still rise up recast T'Challa in this month. Even though that certain people don't do it, we're still heavy recast T'Challa around here. You know what I'm saying? We're still heavy, keeping the name T'Challa, the son of T'Chaka, alive. You know what I'm saying? So we're still doing that. So make sure you check out that video. That video might come. It depends, because it's my work schedule. That video might come this weekend. So keep checking out that. Make sure that y'all are checking out Chillmonger's breakdown of Black Panther #7, written by Dr. Eve Ewan, a black woman doing an excellent job on that comic. I'm supporting Black Panther, because if we don't support it, that comic book is going to go by the wayside. And I refuse to not support T'Challa, because how important and how significant he is, not only to me, but the historical connotation of T'Challa, the Black Panther. So yes. All right. Do you guys have any questions? Underration, my bad. I know unless it's super chat, because I'm doing my thing. I didn't get to some of you guys' comments. Do you guys have anything for me before I let y'all get out of here? Y'all got any questions or whatever that I did not get to? And you could, and I'm gonna give this another about 6 minutes. So I'm gonna go to 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. What the hell is it? Oh. Thank you, Richard. But I'm not anti nobody, but I stand for my people. I'm sorry, I stand for my people. It's just because if I don't, who will? That line that said, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Yes, I am. I'm my brother's keeper. Mika G is in the house. Good morning, Dre. I'm late. What's up, Mika G? A part of Popcorn in Your Beard, Blues House Live, and of course, the Blurred AF, which Mika, we will come back. Blurred AF will come back after the new year. So, and of course, the new year is coming up. I'm going to do another video. I'm going to do another live on tomorrow morning, Friday. And then I'm going to do, and hopefully I am up chill with Chillmonger. I could get on the Black Panther panel with him on his channel. But yes, I will have another video Friday, another live on Friday. So Monday through Friday will be the lives, except for this Monday coming up. There's going to be New Year's Day. We're not going to do any videos, no nothing. Enjoy New Year's, drink, be merry, have fun. Just do it safely. So yeah, right. What's up, Gray? I didn't see you today, Gray. Oh, you missed a good smoke. But so I am going to do another video, another live tomorrow, 7:30 in the morning, 8:30 Central Time. I mean 8:30 Eastern Time. And then this weekend, drop a video about Black Panther 7. Making sure you guys are enjoying your weekend, enjoying your New Year's, just do it safely and all of that. But if you guys are, again, this is an open session for y'all to come and rap with me. And you're not going to put in no 2-week notice. You are mine forever. Thank you. You said, Pastor Trey, preach the word today. I like the rhyme. I'm not going to say that I used to be a minister at one point in time, but that's all I'm saying. But that's a whole, we got to do a member. That's what I might do Saturday. If I got some time, I might do a members only chat. And if you're not a member, it's only literally $3 a month to be a member, be a part of the crew, be the Dre Mac crew. So we'll just chop it, we'll have our own little live. It's members only. We'll chop it up and it'll just be us. So you know what I mean? So just gotta give y'all that we can have our own little chop up session or whatever. So, I promise. So again, if y'all got any questions, yeah, it's y'all time to chop it up with me. If y'all say, you know what I'm saying, still in the chat, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with me. I'm like I said, I'm gonna go another couple more minutes. But if y'all don't have anything, I can make sure to get y'all up out of here so y'all can enjoy y'all Thursday. They say get up out of here. All right, so let's get up out of here. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all sticking around with me and talking this subject with me. And like I said, I wasn't truly expecting this, but he said I missed this with one to hop on. Man, yeah. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? But if a woodchuck could chuck wood, I used to have to do that in college for public speaking. That's why but my public speaking class is always in the morning. And because I'm a night owl, I hate, because it takes me a while to warm up. So I start stumbling over my words like Shannon Sharp. And so, but I wish you was in here, Blue. It was a good one. How do you become a member? I believe that you have to go to my view channel on my view channel page, and it should be a way to click the membership there. But it's only $2. It's $2.99 a month. Be a part of the crew. Members only chat. You know what I'm saying? And then again, once this channel grows and grows, I'm gonna have, for my channel members, I'm gonna have merch, all kinds of stuff. So, matter of fact, before y'all go, I want to show y'all. I got excited because a little kid in me came out for just a second. You know what I mean? Just a little kid came out for me for just a second. Come on now. Okay, hold on. Dang it. Let me drop this real quick. I want to show y'all something real quick. I haven't showed anyone yet, but this is a design that I got that I'm thinking about having come up. So give me just a second. Where is it? So I know this is gonna look funny, but I'm working on some ideas. So I want to show y'all the ideas that I got working on real quick. So I'm starting on some merch called Vibe Higher. So these are some of the concepts that I have for Vibe Higher clothing. Of course, you know that's my catchphrase, Vibe Higher. That means vibrate on a higher frequency. So this is some of the concepts that I got going on right now. But this is one of the concepts that I wanted to do for a shirt. So I'm letting you guys know this is what number one that is going to be a part of the clothing, Vibe Higher clothing. This is number one right here. You know what I'm saying? But Vibe Hire Clothing is coming. So this is just some concepts that I had. And shout out to a very special person for putting me on for this. So yeah, this is a concept, the Vibe Hire Bear. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is adorable. I'm sorry, y'all. I just think this is absolutely adorable. But yeah, this is another one, the Vibe Hire Bear. You know what I mean? So it's I'm going to this is just I even did it with some Transformers. You know what I mean? But yeah. So this is just some concepts that I got right now. So it's just in the this is in the boom boom room stage where it started your mind. You know what I'm saying? It starts in your mind, gold mine, and then you know what I'm saying? So that's something that I got, going on right now. So this is early development. This is not nothing that started right now, but this is just early development. So yeah. So Vibe Higher. When you see me peace and Vibe Higher, that's the reason why it's vibrating on a higher frequency, and that's what I want everybody to do. On here, can I? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do it from my side. Here in let me see. Shoot. Because I guess as I'm on my actual channel, I can't particularly see it. Oh, they have the join. They have the join, but so if you go to the Dre Max show, it will actually have. I'm gonna just share the screen real quick. So if you see, so I'm sharing my actual screen. So if you see the join right here, so you go to the Dre Max show, go to the actual page, you see join right there, and you could be able to join join to become a member on the channel. So go to the Dre Max show, go to the actual page where you see this, and it has join. That's when you can be able to join and become a subscriber. Okay, let me answer that question. The bear ain't no joke. That bear, I'm telling you, that's gonna be that. But mind chest, you said top 5 Marvel actors. My top 5 Marvel actors, Giant the Majors, because he spits hot fire. No, I'm just playing. So my favorite Marvel actors, I'm still gonna put Giant the Majors in there. But let me see. What's her name that plays Wanda in Wanda Maximoff, the Olsen twins sister, Elizabeth Olsen. Love Elizabeth Olsen. Ryan Reynolds is my number one because that's my personal favorite actor is Deadpool, but he's my personal favorite actor. He's been my personal favorite actor since Waiting. If you ever seen the movie Waiting, that's how far I go back with Ryan Reynolds. I like Sam Jackson, of course. Let me see. I like Tom Holland, and I like what's her name that plays Nebula. I like that. So I like her. I think she needs to be in more stuff. Okay, Talon Cicero, I understand you trying to get some stuff out, but not in the comment section, big dog. That's not where you put that in the comment section. You didn't come here to comment on what we got going on here. Yeah, I get what you're talking about, but yeah, that should be somewhere else. But yeah, I feel where you're coming from though. Feel where you're coming from. But anyway, because it just looks like spam. Karen Gillian, yeah. So, all right, that is enough for me. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's Thursday. Where's my outro at? Don't need to let the forehead breathe today because it got a whole lot of air. Let me get up out of here. Let me get out of here. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.